What up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in to the Alphapack weekly watch list call, where, to be honest, during this great and wonderful illusion of independence and freedom that we have here in America, there is one thing for certain. True independence comes from regaining your time. You're going to hear this word over and over and over again in this group. You're going to learn why, and you're going to want to bury that word deep inside the recesses of your brain. Trust me when I tell you, if you want to gain independence, there ain't no better place than here. It's the Alphapack. Let's go. Pack. What's good? Where my dogs at? It's your boy FICO Jordan. Honored to be here with you once again for the weekly watch list call. I got my bros in the building. You know how we do. We got the homie Mr. Check My Resume.
Yo, what's good with it, Pack fam? Let's get it, man.
We got the young killer himself, Mr. Wealthy Soon.
Hey, what's good, family?
We got Investing for Legacy.
What's up? Happy Independence Day, people. Let's get it.
And we got the big bro of the group, Mr. Boss Gang VIP. What's good?
What's good, man? You know how we about to do, man. Like we always do. Get to this chicken, man.
Bros, what's good, man? Another 3-day weekend. Feel like, man, these things keep coming back to back.
Yes, sir.
It's funny because before we fell in love with the market, I'm sure we all used to love and appreciate these 3-day weekends, you know? Now we like, let's get to it.
Man, I'll be honest. I'll be trying to go out and enjoy, you know what I'm saying, time now, especially, you know what I'm saying, with a newborn. You yourself, Legacy, know as well. Man, look, I told people on Twitter, if I see niggas posting about the market on Saturday, I'm blocking you and unfollowing you, bro. Go do something else, bro. Put some meat on the grill, pause. Like, go take some bong rips by the pool. Go do something else, bro. Like, I don't like being around people who just be trying to sound super smart. So like they got nothing else to do, so they just want to go sound smart and talk. Like, yeah, so I made it very clear. I probably had to, low key probably unfollow and block probably like 30 people yesterday.
It definitely agree with that. You gotta give it a breathe. Enjoy life.
Just a quick reset.
I'm all about time. It's all about the time, man. It's all about just enjoy yourself. That's what it's really about. It's not about the work hard. We do this to give ourselves more time. More time.
And Wealthy Soon always make this be known to the pack members, man. He like tells people like, you're in here trading with your real money. Like, it's not the video game. So as you progress and you know what I'm saying, show yourself the fruits of your labor and let it know what it feels like in order to make that money. Go do something with your time. Like, you know what I'm saying, go do something that you probably normally wouldn't do. People spend so much time around like they playing with fake tokens, like, and they not taking money out and putting it back and you know, go eat a nice dinner. Do something else, bro. And that's very, very important, which all comes back to reclaiming your time. But man, you know how we do. We're going to go ahead and get to a market update. It's going to be a little different this week because due to time, we have new candles that we all get to calculate as stratters and take into account in order to identify what the participant groups is doing, what the hedge funds and the investment banks and all that is doing. So let's just go ahead and jump right into that. If you notice here, instead of normally doing the quarter, normally you'll see top left will be the quarter, and then we'd work our way counterclockwise going from quarter, month, week, day. I'm not worried about the day this weekend. I want you to pay close attention into how these different participant groups having different openings until certain levels uncouple. These different openings are going to have different full time frame continuity triggers and so forth. So currently you are going to be seeing the 6-month the month and the 6 month, the quarter, and the month all have the same level. The week will now uncouple from those since we got a new month, new quarter, new 6 month on Friday. So we've added the 6 month here. So let's go ahead and go through SPY. Right now you can see we're full time frame continuity to the upside. You can go ahead and see that 3 that was made on the 6 month top left did go ahead and hit outside year. The question is, knowing that this was a 3 down, could we see a potential bottom? We know what a 3 is, even though many people seem to be very confused. They're not in this group. Listen, a broadening formation is nothing more than evidence of a 3 on a higher time frame. A 3 is nothing more than evidence of a broadening formation on a smaller time frame. So seeing a 3 on a 6 month is very intriguing if price action starts to bounce. So if we do get the domino effect to go back up, we might see temporary recovery. Personally, I think they're going to chop it. I honestly don't believe we may go a lot lower than where we are. So there's not just going to be this crazy V-shaped recovery. They're just not going to drop an anvil on this thing, and I think they're going to chop it up. But we will have to see. We will react. So QQQ, similar situation, full time frame continuity to the upside on these macros now, except the year. The year is red. If you do look at the 2-week chart, top right, we do have an inside shooter to the downside. So definitely want to keep our eyes out for that. Let's switch that back to the week. You'll see there, it's a 3. So it was a 3, I want to say, to the downside. So if we get a flip on that, it might be going right back down into continuity to go out and take out that level at 268.11. Let's go into, let's like Dow full time frame continuity until you get to that week. So the week is red, but it did try to form into a hammer, didn't quite get there yet. So if you get the week to go green, you realize we're in full time frame continuity until you get to the year or red. So you're gonna see that across the board. And with the Russell, similar situation as the Dow. So let's jump ahead into the sectors on SPY. We have XLB, so materials. We have a 3 on the week that did go 3 down, so that will be a bottom of a broadening formation bounce. Go ahead and check out the day and see what the day would tell you in terms of what that looks like as far as taking out that level. I already see a line coming through here that kind of signifies that level. Make sure you get those broadening formations drawn on all macro time frames. If you don't understand why, you need to come take a visit into the pack so we can explain to you. Just drawing the current range will get you clapped. Just a heads up. Let's see, similar situation on communications. So we have a red week, rest is green. You're seeing energy is full time frame continuity to the upside. We have XLF, same as the previous 3, red week. XLI, we have a hammer on the week, but it is red, so they did do a 212. Seems to be failure because it closed below the high of the previous week before that. So check the 2 week out and see what that looks like, because it's definitely green on the 2 week. Looks like you had a 3 down on the week on tech. It will have full time frame continuity if it goes green, but it will be stuck inside a 3. Make sure you pay attention to that, and always ask yourself, simple, it's a rule we have here in the pack. You simply want to ask and use this formula. Check my Instagram out if you're not familiar with it, but it's just simply, if this price action on this time frame reverses and hits its target, what does that make the next higher time frame look like? So right now on staples, we have a beautiful hammer on the week, full time frame continuity to the upside. If you want to ask where the money resides, look at staples right now, clear as day. Real estate, not going to see that same situation. You see a lot of inside bars. Why? Because those time frames are the same. You are seeing a slight hammer on the week, but 2 week is green. If you look at XLU, full time frame continuity to the upside, crazy move on the 212 on the week. And if you look at those 2 bars together, inside 2 week, it's still got movement, still got another trigger moving to the upside. So if you got in that thing early, you are smacking right now. And if we look at healthcare, we are sitting on, let's see, inside bar, full time frame continuity to the upside on the macros. And last but not least, Xly Discretionary, same as the previous three. So you see what is green on all four macro time frames, even though the 6 month, 3 month, and month are the same. Look at the difference on the rest of the candles that would have that stuck inside. So you're going to see, if you play that backwards, what the domino effect would look like. If you don't understand, tap in with us. We'll be happy to explain. If you have any questions, please ask below in the comments. We want to answer these questions for you on a week-to-week basis. Please, below. Now, make sure you like, subscribe, click the notification bell so you do not miss any of these going forward. We would like to be able to educate you so you can be independent and confident on your own. Now, Boss Gang VIP, going into this week, first week of July, full week, coming out of, the Independence Day. We will have a short week. Markets closed on Monday. We have 4 days left in the week. What does the almanac tell us about what is going to happen historically this week, bro?
Absolutely appreciate it. So, coming off of the 4th of July weekend, we should expect a lot of volatility in the market. Typically, it's bearish at this point. July, so we're starting the third quarter of the year. July begins the worst 4-month period for the NASDAQ. And July is also, on the other hand, the best performing month for the Dow and the S&P of the third quarter. So according to the almanac, for the next couple of weeks, we should be very, very bullish. We're going to kind of probably start off a little bit slow. We do have options expiration next week, and a lot of times we'll have a lot of volatility. Don't be surprised if we get some special Fed announcements coming next week, as well, as they typically like to do. So they've been giving these things at the last minute, as we know. So we're going to stay on our toes and keep watching and just kind of react to whatever happens in the market. But overall, things are expected to be bullish after a slow start to the week. Back to you, Franco.
Appreciate that, Boss Gang. So one of the things that I want to look at going into this week, looking at consumer staples, that the setup on the chart looks absolutely amazing. But one thing I really catch from Boss Gang VIP is taking a look at staples in general. So you're going to find these that are not just in the consumer staples sector itself. So I have a little bit more research to do this week. But one of the things that I do want to take a look at going into this week, one of my favorite setups that I currently see that I'm looking at right now is Kellogg's, man. Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger got a beautiful setup currently. It's an inside bar up right now, as you can see on the 6 month and the quarter. But if you look at the month is just getting ready to trigger 212 continuation to the upside. So the week here on the top right that I'm paying attention to, so 2 weeks ago, had a crazy buy action coming off of that previous 3, so it went to a hammer. Then price gapped down coming to the beginning of the week, and it took off. So what I'm paying attention to is the trigger that's coming up with a new 2-week chart opening up. The magnitude on it is back up to $75. So it's still only 4, but what that will do is it'll put us up on the 6 month, where it hasn't gotten a lot. Like if you look at that level that's holding, it's gotten there back in 2018, here in January in 2022. Any movement on Kellogg's that can get a break of that range, and I'll have to go ahead and take a look at the yearly as well, puts us back on the higher magnitude. So if you look at this overall, especially with zooming out on the chart, like it's really been moving sideways. So it's had just this constant range. But if you look in a higher time frame, how it's going up, it's been in a squeeze, which is crazy to think. So if Tony the Tiger could move, that'd be great. Yep, that was a corny joke, but if it pays me any chicken, I'll be gassed about it. Chicken, yep, just like cornflakes. Anyway, on to the bros, investing for legacy. What you got for the crew this week, my guy?
Yes, sir, FICO. I appreciate the pass. You know how we do. Wide open, ready to ready to slam dunk this thing for our pack family. I'm gonna mention China again to start this. I'm gonna mention China to start this. I've been beating that China drum for almost a month now. I'm gonna start with Baba, man. And I've been beating that China drum in anticipation going into this new quarter, and it's setting up exactly how I hoped it to do. Looking beautiful. Baba, I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that when it goes 2 up on the week, it'll break the monthly and the quarter level as well. That'll happen at 121.38. I like the 2 up on the days that's sitting on the point of control at 116.63. I love that for an entry for a nice starter position. But when it breaks that quarter and that week level, that monthly and that quarter level at 121, I'm loving it. And that's actually the same situation for Baidu and JD too, that they're all break those week, monthly, and quarter levels at the same time. So China is still heating up. It keeps that price action going after those nice hammers that have formed on the quarter. I'm loving China. Last thing I want to mention about China is Lee. Lee is still looking strong. It had a couple weeks where it did a little corrective activity, but it's bouncing off a monthly broadening formation that is using that support right now. So if it stays above that and it goes 212 up on the week, I like it. I like it to go, 2 up on the month and the quarter, which will happen at 41.49. And from there, I'll be looking forward to make a new all-time high. That'll happen when it reaches past $47.70. So Lee still worth watching for sure. Don't let the little ass straightening veer your eyes away from Lee right now. Still worth watching it for sure. I'm gonna mention next. I want to mention is McDonald's. Big Ron is what we call them here at Alphapack. McDonald's. I'm liking the 3-1 that I'm seeing a 3-1 setup that I'm seeing on the quarter. That's what, and I'm also liking the 2-1 setup that I'm seeing on the month. Some nice consolidation going. It's full time frame continuity to the upside right now. The month and the quarter need to still uncouple. Like FICO mentioned that briefly, but a bunch of these still need to uncouple. These time frames are looking the same right now. These higher macro time frames are looking the same right now until we get a little more time into the market. So I'll be watching for the uncoupling and to make sure they're continuing up on the trend. I'm liking McDonald's. I'm liking an entry on McDonald's above the day range. The day and the week break, which will happen at 253.14. All right, guys, let's keep it moving. I'm seeing some XLC. I was just telling the bros, definitely more bullish on XLP, most bullish on XLP and XLU right now, but the bros are covering plenty of XLP stocks. So I want to mention some surprising areas that I found was XLC, some strength over there. Found some good strength over there at XLC. Liking what I'm seeing. I want to mention Activision, ATVI. Activision, it has a 212 setup on the quarter. It already did a 122 rev up on a month, so it's moving in force right now. We only had one trading day of this month of July, so I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. It stays above that month. It's currently sitting on a point of control that I'm seeing on a week and month frame. I'm looking for it to continue up. Activision, I'm loving it. Activision is definitely worth keeping on your watch, family. Next communication stock that I want to mention is AT&T. It has a day, month, and a quarter break. The day, the month. This is the main thing that excited me about T, guys. The day, the month, and the quarter break, they're all within 20 cents of each other. We love those breaks that are super close because they usually take them out together at the same time. So the fact that it's taking out those 3 key levels, pretty much within 20 cents, like I said, that is something that I'll be watching for out of AT&T for sure. I'm liking them for entry above the day and the week, which would be above 21.39. All right, guys, last thing that I want to mention that was the last thing that I want to mention, guys. Verizon looking good too as well, but since I mentioned T, I kind of skipped over that one. T is more excited about that, but I like an XLP, I guess. I'll go into more detail about what I'm liking XLP because I know my bros are going to cover XLP a lot more. I also want to bring that XLU to you guys' attention. It just went green on a year to date compared to, and before that, we all know it was only energy. So that's another sector that make sure you have your favorites in as well, which I do, which is NED, SO and D. But we won't, that'll be, I say that sauce for the Pack members and the Pack family, YouTube family. I think we're giving you enough sauce for sure, enough areas to focus on. So back to you, FICO, brother.
Appreciate that, Legacy. Let's see, Wealthy Soon, what you got for the gang this week, bro?
All right, perfect. I got a lot of XLP on my list this week. You mentioned Kellogg's. Kellogg's definitely had them on my week watch list. So good shout out to Kellogg. We're gonna start off with MDLZ, Mondelez. We're gonna take this from the monthly trigger. I'm just automatically bullish on XLP just because of the current state of the world. So we got Mondelez about to go 2 up on the month in less than 40 cents. So I'll be watching out for Mondelez. Another one we got on the list is going to be Coke. Coke still has some range until this next broadening formation. I might be watching this one for TTO. I'm not 100% sure. It just depends on how we open on Tuesday. But definitely going to be watching for Coke as it's going to continue to push up. We also have PG, Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble is also about to go 2 up on the month, and it has a great inside 2-week setup. So the range on this one is also pretty nice. And as soon as we break out of this chop and get past 148.80, we should have clear skies on PG. Next one we got on the list is going to be Costco. Shout out to my boy Luis. Costco also just needs to break this range. That's going to be around 491.15. Once we do that, it's out of here. Costco is one of those ones that can move. It also is expensive, so just know that. And it already did go 2 up on the month before pulling back, which we're used to that. Normally when something goes 2 up on the month, it will pull back just a little bit. So we're going to catch that red back to the upside. Next one we have is CLX, Clorox. Clorox is less than, I think, $1 from going 2 up on the month. And then it also has a nice 2-week setup. It already did the 122, and this one also has great magnitude, great range. This one's going to keep moving. And now to get out of consumer staples just for a second, I like the way Starbucks is set up. Starbucks has currently a double inside month. It also has a inside 2-week. It has a 3-1 setup on the 2-week. Once it breaks this range, it could really fly. Nice hammer on the week. Again, just needs to break the range and get over 81.30 and hold it. And then we can see some good things from Starbucks. Another one on the list is going to be XOM. XOM on the day has a great setup. We have a hammer, and then we're towards the bottom of this range that it's been trading in for the last few weeks. And so we just want to take it to the top of the range, which is around the 92 level. That's about a $5 move. That is good on the contracts if you ever played XOM before. And one of the last ones on my list is going to be AbbVie. Shout out to my guy Earl. We got an inside day on the point of control hammer. It should be targeting around the 156 level. This could be a quick move that you could take to get some green on your port. And that's all I'm looking at this week.
Appreciate that, Wealthy Soon. Let's see, Mr. Boss Gang VIP, what you got for us this week?
What up? So looks like we're on the same page with a lot of these. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at a few more that I'm gonna be looking at. One is ticker symbol APRN. APRN, Blue Apron. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Blue Apron, but food delivery services. I got levels above $4.17. We can see where the targets are to the quarter and the monthly and all that kind of good stuff on there. Campbell's Soup, Campbell's Chunky Soup, CPB, another staple. You can take weekly entries. Well, I just want to make sure that people are going to continue to do what they've been doing. So I got entries above 48, 60. Pretty confident in those levels. Just getting over the high the last day of the week. It's all green. CAG. Conagra. Got some levels on this. Above $34.68 on Conagra. We see what the targets are there. How about this one? Some hosties. TWNK. Twinkies. How about that? Got levels above $21.54. So a couple pennies away there. But this one, Go, grocery outlet. I know you guys are familiar with grocery outlet. Been there a few times. So you can see this is green, been green, regardless of what the market is doing. It's probably one of the greenest stocks in the entire market. So I don't expect anything to stop now. $43.51 for the entry there, just continuing to go up. So unless they start selling it now, I don't see why anything would change. Going into this new quarter, SYY. Cisco, looking for entries on this one above $86.44. We see the target on the quarter. Got a little bit to go. There, Smuckers, SJM. Smuckers, how about that? Smuckers really clean, 131.51. We can see the target on the Smuckers. Got my broad informations already drawn on this one, so I already know this is going. How about Monster, MNST, Monster Energy Drinks. So just expect this one to hit that 2-2 quarter. Come in strong, nice weeks. Everything looking good on Monster. $94.69, so 10 cent away on Monster. And I'm gonna give one that's not a staple stock. That's Novavax, NVAX. So looking for entries on Novavax 57.55. I want to see if that ends up taking off. If it does, we're in for something good. So we'll see what happens there. And there was a lot of other ones that were called out. Cam called out Mondelez, Costco. You know, I agree with the Kellogg's, all that. We got a lot of good stuff this week. So make sure you draw your broad information, analyze. We'll have a lot of triggers going off. You don't have to play everything. You just have to play whatever fits your risk profile, what you can afford, what you can manage, and that fits into your life. So that's all I got this week. Back to you, FICO.
Appreciate that, boss gang. Mr. Check My Resume. I know you got some heat for the group. Man, these lists is fire. What you got for us?
Y'all coming with it, man. Y'all got some heat on the list, man, and you know, trying to uphold the standard here, man. Y'all haven't came with some fire, man. And that Kellogg's, bro, all gas, no brakes, bro. That was a hard one right there. So first one on my list, I want to talk about, and y'all brought it up already, and that was Costco. Cam had brought that up. I like that break on the month. And man, there's so many tickers, so many setups. The first one I want to get into is Verizon, BZ. I'm gonna try to cherry pick some of these plays and not give you everything. Obviously, we got the inside week on Verizon, looking at the 212 potentially above 51.77. Also on the month, we're looking for a continuation on the month above 52.18. We are in the outside quarter, so just be mindful of that mother bar there. But as you can see, price has chosen a direction. We have already kind of taken out the bottom, and now we're headed up to the other side of that range. So that would be the expectation on those outside bars. So looking good on Verizon. I like the way the trajectory and the movement is taking right now. Next one here. Want to take a look at Save, SAVE, Save. All right, so on Save, we got a current 2 down on the week. On Spirit Airlines, looking at a reversal. You see this nice strong hammer. So looking at an entry above 24.67. We've got full time frame continuity on the macros as well. Looking to take the month 2 up on the month above 24.69. And then here on the quarter, what I'm really looking at on the macro move is this 322 on the quarter above 27.88. So looking at Save may be one we could look at, and we're at such a low level in comparison to where it's relatively been traded at, that this would be a nice level on Save. And so if we get these macro reversals, we're gonna be cooking. Like that Save. All right, going here. Oh man, that chunky soup looked good. Procter & Gamble, you guys hit all of those that I like. Next one I want to talk about is utilities. Actually want to talk about XLU. We took entry on SO last week. So we are in on that individual ticker, but also on the sector XLU. We are in force on the week, but I'm looking at a reversal on the month here. And we've got some room to go above 75.26. Which would give us a 2-2 rev on the month on XLU, which would confirm our movement to the upside. We've got continuity, and so we just need to continue to move in that direction to give us that reversal. So that's a good sign for those plays, those utility tickers that some of us may be in. I know I'm in SO. And I know a few others are as well. So I wanted to point that out, XLU. And I know Boss Game, rips this one up. So thought that was a good setup there. Let's keep it going here. Man, y'all pulled up the Clorox, so that was another one I liked. Let's keep it going. It's a lot of tickers, but we're on the same page on so much. Starbucks is another one that you guys have already talked about. I do have some downside setups that I'll throw a couple of them out there real quick, and I'll let you guys get back to it. First one I want to look at is Vale, VALE is the ticker. Looking at this reversal here on Vale, a couple things. So on Vale, looking at the 2-2 rev strat on the week, and that'll be below 13.79. Looking to take this one down to about the $12.50, maybe $13 conservatively, but maybe $12.50 would be the level I'm looking at ultimately with some time. So I like the way that Vale sets up to the downside. Also, another one is Juniper, JNPR. This is another one that I like to the downside. This is looking at another rev strat on the week, and that'll be below $27.83. And I'll be looking to take this one. First target to be around 27.26, then ultimately looking at a level of around 26.50 for this one on Juniper. So short moves, high percentage on the contracts. They look very solid there. And then the last one I will talk about, because it looks like we're on the same page on a lot of this, so that's good to know, is Crowd, CRWD is the ticker. So in Crowd, and actually this one right here is like one I feel like is gonna chop. So a couple things on this one. So Crowd, I see this Crowd pushing up to about this 187, 188 level, getting rejected at this monthly broadening formation. So you may get a trigger on the week above this 185.64, but just have an expectation that we're looking at a broadening formation at this level of 188 or 190 if you want to be, generous. But ultimately, this plan here is for this thing to be rejected at that level. Not sure if that may or may not trigger the month. If it does trigger the month, I would just look for a fail 2 up there and this thing to come back down to this like 130, 135 level. Similar to what FICO was talking about earlier. We may kind of chop for a little bit. This one may increase slightly, but there's a major BF and it's respected that level. So I anticipate Crowd. So this is more like a complex play. I'm not interested in taking the short upside move on this one. I'm really just waiting on the rejection to occur. So just be mindful of that. I like that crowd. And if you know, I've been tracking with me. We've been playing crowd on these reversals for a few months. So we'll take the opportunities where they present themselves. And that's all I want to really talk about, FICO. I think Dollar Tree. I don't think anybody covered Dollar Tree. So just looking at Dollar Tree on the month here, looking at a 212 to the upside, looking at a level above 163.36. So we got about $7 to move on Dollar Tree before we can take entry. So that's one you can kind of sit tight on and kind of see how it performs. So that's pretty much all I got, FICO, man. Y'all, man, overall, the group, I mean, we all on the same page. I mean, I could count at least 10 different tickers that we all kind of talked about amongst the three of us. So I think we on point, man, and I'll turn it back over to you, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm noticing that pretty much our lists are pretty in sync. So that alone, after seeing y'all's list, got me over here super gassed for this week, bro, because y'all already know how this go. But yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, look, that's the list. You have one job. Mark your levels. Set your alerts at the triggers. Make sure you draw your broadening formations. Put them on the year, the 6 month, the quarter, the month, the week. I can get into deep detail into why. I'm just telling you, don't put just the current range that price is in. You will get clapped, period. So outside of that, make sure you like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Look, man, it's 4th of July weekend. I done earned my independence. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm about to go kick it. I don't know what y'all about to do. So since Boss Gang and Resume have put me on to hot links, I ain't never heard of these before. I'm gonna go try to find me some hot links to put on the grill. Don't make fun of me for that. I was just naive to that meat. So look, this is what I want you all to do. If you have questions, there are people who follow or subscribe to this channel and you're not familiar to our methodology, ask questions in the comments. We just did a 3-day trial going into the end of the month where you could have came and traded with us for free for 3 days. Ask all the questions you wanted to ask. Yes, we don't have a lot of educational material in the YouTube account. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of people out here that's jocking waves. I'm just telling you that right now. You gotta come to the source to get original. I ain't gonna get in all that. I'm not gonna get in all that into the original recipe. It's, you know what? Independence. Time, like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Bros, y'all got anything for them before we get out of here?
Go ahead, investor.
Yeah, I'll kick it off, man. A little bit of game that I want to lead people on is to, because I've been getting this from a lot of people. Like we mentioned, a lot of different tickers. If you guys, if we all set all these alerts, if something that, if something that Resume mentions, something that Wealthy Soon mentions, or FICO mentions, if I see what they mention is moving, and whatever I was watching, if the plan is not going to whatever I planned to do, then I'm gonna just hop. I'm gonna hop on and focus on what they focus on, because I trust these guys. I trust these, I trust what they see, and it's about just having that narrowing down your focus into what's worth focusing on right now. So just make sure you set those alerts. Make sure you understand how it's a price staying above a level that it breaks versus it retracing, and understanding the difference in that, and understanding how price looks when it's going to stay above that level, because it'll tell you if it's going to stay above that level. And last thing I want to tell you guys, man, Alphapack merch, you see them, the bros, make sure you see them. Make sure I'm pointing in the right direction. Hold on, give me.
Yeah.
You see them, man. They looking fly. Make sure you grab that pack merch that we got. Yes, sir. Make sure you grab that. Make sure we got a Fire Independence promo going on right now. 20% off annual and quarterly memberships. We like those with alphas who really show that commitment, because those are the ones we really can change lives for sure. So that's why we went with the quarterly and annually. You should know, you should understand that if you're a real alpha. No, say no more. I'll pass it back to you, bros. I know you got some game to get the people. Hey, y'all enjoy y'all Independence Day.
Hey, all the links you need are going to be down in the description box, period. You want merch, get the kit in the description box. You want to become an Alpha Way student and expedite the process of learning how to properly trade the strat, go to the description box. You want to catch the deal, you want to become an Alphapack member, lock in that commitment at a quarterly, annually, click in the description box. We got you covered, baby. Outside of that, I'm about to go kick about a pool. Y'all ready to get up out of here?
Yes, sir.
Man, all I gotta say is, man, enjoy your meats over the weekend. You know, make sure you eat it with your hands, man. You know, enjoy yourselves, man. We'll be back to y'all in a couple days.
That's the bar. Eat it with your hands. We out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
Yes, sir.